one of the most popular choices on that poll is Death Note. So let's try that tonight, and then we can see what happens with the rest of the poll tomorrow. This is just really going to give me an indication of what's popular, just whilst I try new things. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we jump in to Death Note? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Apple there. Oh, you can hear it. Oh, lovely. The Shinigami realm.
What? A pair of sleeping skulls?
I win again. No hard feelings, right?
Hey there, Ryuk. Would it kill you to join us?
No. I'll pass.
What was that in his... Was that something in it? So was that something in his eye? Or was he just looking out to the distance? But then it transitions into that.
Yagami, are you still with us? Can you please translate the following sentence into English?
Follow the teachings of God and receive his blessings, and the raging storms will subside.
Today, at approximately 11 a.m., a 32-year-old man was found stabbed to death in his apartment in the city of Yokohama, Kanagawa Prefecture.
In evidence, today's suspected murderer, Naoki Kofuji, was arrested in the district of Shibuya, Tokyo.
Day in and day out, the same news on permanent repeat.
This is all so ridiculous.
This world.
What's going on with these two?
Rotten.
I kind of relate with this guy a bit because I was thinking this the other day that my view of the world, because he was just hearing loads of news stories of kind of murders and crime and things. And I was thinking just the other day how my view of the world is so skewed because, you know, I used to be a policeman, I've been a soldier, been a nurse, a therapist. I've worked for a very long time now in trauma services, which means that I hear and I see just trauma daily, pretty much. But it's easy to forget that actually most people, the trajectory for most people is recovery. But I don't see those ones. I don't see the people who have had potentially traumatic events and then do fine because they don't come to me. I see the ones who don't do fine. And then that becomes my entire world and everything that I base my, if I'm not careful, base my... that's how I start to see the world. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like when, it's like, I don't know if anyone's ever gone to buy a new car and they've decided on something like, I don't know, a Mini Cooper or something. And then once you've made the decision to get one, you just see them everywhere. It's like it suddenly becomes your focus and you just notice it everywhere. It's a bit like that when you focus on bad news. It's really easy to see it everywhere. But anyway, I digress. This is called Rebirth.
Species are now becoming extinct at a faster rate than has ever occurred in our recorded history.
That doesn't happen every day. Oh, a book.
Death Note?
Death Note?
As in a notebook of death?
Potentially.
How to use it. The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die. That's pretty lame. Not to mention twisted. It's really not that different from one of those chain letters you get.
I've not heard of chain letters for years. That's not a thing.
There must be something wrong with me to even consider it.
Oh, did he go back and get it? I thought he...
It's pretty lame.
I thought he put it back on the floor.
Not to mention twisted. It's really not that different from one of those chain letters you get. The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die?
He must have gone back and taken it.
There must be something wrong with me to even consider it. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected.
Okay, I mean, that'd be awkward.
If it's written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of a heart attack.
Simply die of a heart
Writing the
attack.
cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
details of the death mean if you've already written the cause? So can you write car accident, but then you can go into more detail maybe?
So depending on the person you have in mind, you can either kill them easily or painfully.
Oh, wow, that didn't even cross my mind.
This is pretty detailed for a prank, I'll give them that.
I think this has to be real names, or can it be like handles? Like if someone annoys me in the YouTube comments, can I just, put them in the book?
So I write a name and that person dies. Like anyone would believe that.
Is he going to test it? Who's he going to test it with?
On the off chance someone really dies, would that make me a murderer?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, right. It's completely impossible.
The same assailant who attacked 6 people at a busy shopping district in Shinjuku yesterday has struck again. The police have now identified the suspect as 42-year-old Kuro Otoharada.
Oh, okay.
A heart attack in 40 seconds?
Isn't there like a phrase that's something like, an eye for an eye leads to a world that's blind, or something like that?
Looks like the notebook doesn't work.
Wait, we're seeing something here. Looks like movement at the front entrance.
The hostages are coming out, and they all look to be unharmed. We don't know if the suspect's been arrested. The suspect has been found dead inside.
Heart attack?
Pete, the suspect is now dead.
Dead?
Well, according to statements from the hostages, the suspect just suddenly collapsed.
A heart attack?
You would be freaking out, wouldn't you? You would be freaking out. You would be, this has got to be the biggest coincidence ever. Or the book really works. Those are the only two options.
No way. It's coincidence. This has to be a coincidence.
Bye. It's already 6:30, you know. Don't you have cram school tonight?
Light's a cool name.
Death Note. It's unlikely, but if by chance this thing is for real, I have to test it one more time.
Yeah, that's the only way.
In which case, it should probably be another criminal. I need to see results right away.
Hey, Rio buddy. What is it, Sudo?
Didn't you want to lend me $20?
What? Again? But I can't do that.
Pseudo.
You can't?
Maybe I should try killing him. No, I should definitely avoid killing people I know. Does it even really matter? I mean, would anyone really care if a guy like him was to disappear one day?
You can't just go around bumping people off.
Sweet.
They're a bit of a
Looks
bully.
like we'll be hanging at the arcade after school.
Or can you?
Damn it! Why is my mom so useless? She's never here to pick me up on time!
Once you actually start looking around, it makes you wonder if you'd be doing society a favor by getting rid of all these people.
What?
Hey, baby! Where you going? Come have a little fun with us. What's up, little lady? The name's Tako Shibuimaru.
Please, I don't want any trouble.
You hear that? She doesn't want trouble.
Isn't that cute?
Oh, and here's some heart beating in my earphones. He doesn't know the names though, I'm guessing. Or does? Oh, and he just said, didn't he? Of course. Yeah.
What will happen?
Hey, wait up!
Oh, look out!
That settles it. The Death Note. It's for real.
I love the way that this has just jumped completely into it. No messing about with a long, drawn-out intro of some backstory. Just straight into book comes down. It says Death Note. It's got a load of rules. Let's have a play with it.
Now then, I'd better get going.
The human whose name is written in this note shall die. Okay. This note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his/her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. I mean, that's a handy rule to have, isn't it?
It's been 5 days. Now then, I'd better get going.
5 days since what?
Headed somewhere, Ryu?
Ryuk.
That's true, but I've dropped my Death Note.
Oh. And it's gone down to Earth.
Didn't you already trick the old man to get a second book?
You must have some idea where you dropped the thing.
Yeah, the human world.
Like an angel of death. So did he just drop it as an excuse to come down, get away from his world for a bit that's so boring?
What a nice surprise.
Hi, Mom. Oh, the results of the nationwide exams.
I've been waiting all day. Goodness, #1 again.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to study in my room, so please don't interrupt me, okay?
So Light's clearly very intelligent. Are those all the names he's written in? This guy's a mass murderer. Oh, there's lots of discussion to have here, isn't there, around the ethical implications of this. He's like drunk on the power.
You've taken quite a liking to it. I am the Shinigami Ryuk. That used to be my notebook. You've already figured out that what you have is no ordinary notebook.
Shinigami. A god of death, huh?
Oh, not an angel of death, as I said, a god of death. And I guess when he has his notebook and the other Shinigamis have them, they just take out humans? I wonder if there's a process that happens.
I've been waiting for you. I've already figured out that this death note I found is real. And now that I've witnessed the proof of its power, I only feel more confident in what I'm gonna do.
Several death notes have made their way into the human world in the past. Look at how many people you've killed in only 5 days. Most are reluctant to write this much.
I used the notebook even though I knew it belonged to a Shinigami. And now that Shinigami has come, you're here to take my soul, right?
There's got to be a cost, surely.
Is that some fantasy you humans came up with? I'm not gonna do anything to you.
Oh, that's so much to think about, isn't it? Just this idea that we do always say that these things come with a cost, don't we? Even in Arcane, what I'm thinking about is that, you know, when they're trying to avoid death, that comes at a cost, because we always have this idea that everything must come with a cost. And he's kind of like, is this some human thing you've come up with? Why does it have to come with a cost? Why do we say that? That's really interesting. I need to think about that a bit more. It reminds me of these stuff we do in therapy around, you know, why do we make these rules up for ourselves that we then follow and become rigid about, where they're just rules that we've set for ourselves. They don't need to be there. I'm liking this.
In other words, the notebook is now yours.
This is mine?
But if you give it away, I'd have no choice but to erase your memories of the notebook.
I can use the death note all I want and I won't be punished?
You will feel the fear and pain known only to humans who've used the notebook. And when it's your time to die, it will fall on me to write your name in my death note. Any human who's used a death note can neither go to heaven nor hell for eternity.
Oh, well, there is a cost then, isn't there?
Be warned, can neither go to heaven nor hell.
Can neither go to heaven or hell
for eternity.
So where do you go? Like some kind of nether realm? I don't even know why have I got the term nether realm in my brain? What's that from? It must be from something.
That's all.
That's all.
It'll be all right. Answer it.
I thought you'd like some apples. Why on earth is it so dark in your room?
Mom can't see him?
That notebook you found originally belonged to me. And since you're now using it, you are the only one who's able to see me. In other words, the death note is the bond between Light, the human, and Ryuk, the Shinigami. Yum.
I just have one more...
Is that like a forbidden fruit type reference like I saw in the intro? There's certainly an apple theme, isn't there?
Why was I chosen for this?
Oh, he loves apples.
Apples in the human world are worth the trip.
Just answer my question.
I didn't choose you. Don't you see this is all just an accident? Don't be so vain. It just happened to fall around here and you just happened to pick it up.
You even wrote down specific instructions, so don't try to tell me this was an accident.
I did it because I was bored. The truth is, Shinigami haven't got much to do these days. If you take the time to write names in your death note, the others just laugh at you for working so hard. Even if you wrote the name of another Shinigami, it'd be pointless because they wouldn't die. And since we live in the Shinigami realm, it brings us no amusement to kill those in the human world either.
What a miserable, boring existence. I wonder, if they can't die by being written in the book, can they die naturally by other means?
Figured I'd have more fun if I came down here myself.
You see, I've already exhausted the list of the world's major criminals. And eventually I'm gonna get rid of them all. I want the world to know of my existence. That there's someone out there passing righteous judgment on the wicked.
Why even bother? I mean, why do you care?
Because I've been bored too. There's something about the Death Note itself that makes humans want to try it out at least once.
What is it that makes you want to try out though? Is it like genuine curiosity of if this works, then it's going to change the entire way that I see the world? Because it shouldn't work. That's where my mind goes instead of actually wanting to harm people. But then once you know it works, what do you do with it then? Like if you don't want to use it or you don't want anyone else to use it, you just hide it away somewhere. Or you get someone like Light who's like, well, now's my chance to take out all the evil. Does he genuinely think he's doing good? Does he know the kind of ethical implications here? Oh, this is making me think more than anything else I've watched recently.
Those were human lives. Who am I to pass judgment on others? No, wait. Maybe I'm wrong. This is exactly what I've been thinking about lately. This world is rotting, and those who are making it rot deserve to die.
Well, that was a big cognitive shift, wasn't it?
Even if it means sacrificing my own mind and soul, it's worth it. Because the world can't go on like this. Is there anyone out there other than me who'd be willing to eliminate the vermin from the world? That's just it, there's no one. Using the Death Note, I'll change the world.
Oh, this music's cool.
First, I wrote the names of the worst criminals I could think of, so that eventually no one will ever do anything evil again. And while the truly guilty ones who deserve to be punished for their crimes die of heart attacks, the people who are less guilty but who still make trouble for others will slowly be erased through disease and accidental death.
I mean, that just adds a whole other layer to this, doesn't it? That you can make people suffer. Like, I wonder if there's any limits. Like, could you have someone just dying in an agonizing death over years, potentially?
Then, and only then, the world will start moving in the right direction. It'll be a new world, free of injustice and populated by people who I've judged to be honest, kind, and hardworking.
People who he's judged, I mean, who makes him judge, other than the fact he's got the book and he can do it? I don't think other people would agree that it should just be down to him. And there's got to be this thing, right, where if you erase all of the bad and the evil, as he says, you've only got kind people left, then surely the threshold for bad and evil changes. And some of those kind people will be more evil relative to the others. So would he just then start taking them out? Ooh, so much to think about.
If you did that, it would make you the only bad person left.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a hard-working honor student who's considered to be one of Japan's best and brightest. And I will become the god of this new world.
Bold statement.
Humans are so interesting.
It's just as I thought. Death Note is interesting. To be continued. I hope so. I listed a lot of emotions there. Is that what is... I'm not weak enough? Oh, I'm gonna I'll look at the words for the song later because these subtitles are probably miles out. Do we get a what happens next? Next episode preview.
I'll show the world what happens when you try to cross me. The entire world is watching now.
L for light. Oh, that red eye's eerie. Wow, okay. Well, that was interesting out of the ones that I've watched so far. That's led me to think the most. How many episodes of Death Note are there? How many episodes of Death Note? Because I think someone said Attack on Titan's like 90 or something. 37 of Death Note. Oh, that's still quite a lot. Gosh, it came out in 2006. I've been living under some kind of rock for nearly 2 decades. Wow, okay, cool. Comments, let me know. What do we think of Death Note? I quite liked it. A lot to think about, especially from the ethical perspective. I can't even think about where the story's going to go. Predictions, very loose predictions of one episode. People start to notice that, like, a shed load of criminals are having heart attacks. Someone's going to notice that. They'll notice something fishy is going on. But who's ever going to think, oh, someone's got a book and they're writing names in it? Now, the thing is by some other means like poisoning or, I don't know, How would it come back to Light? I think Light, he's got an ego, isn't he? It's gonna come back and bite him somehow. He's gonna do something that will lead people to him, surely. But then what? Someone else is gonna try and steal the book for the power? I don't know. Where can this go in 37 episodes? I'm not gonna read any more about it. I don't want to spoil it for myself. But no, that's interesting. Cool. Let me have a quick look at the poll as well while I'm here. Oh, so it looks like the next one. So Death Note is head to head with Cyberpunk Edge Runners at the moment, which I don't know much about. And then there's Frieren is the next most requested. If that's how you say that. Frieren. And in the comments, let's have a quick look. Death Note is dripping with teen angst. Don't watch the second season. Oh, I agree with the suggestion of Avatar The Last Airbender. It's top tier. I didn't put that on the list, did I? Probably should have. What else is in the comments? Someone else, Avatar The Last Airbender. Right, okay. Let's leave it there.